snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage. This is LS Weekly. I'm your host. That's Jokes. That's Sin. We got a lot to talk about. Coop, you in the background?
Yeah.
K, you in the background?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to hit the same joint you did, and we was going to have
I was waiting for it.
He didn't.
Yeah.
But he did his normal, yeah.
That is his norm.
That is his normal thing. We have a lot to talk about. So a couple things. We're going to talk a little bit about Evo, specifically Tekken 7 Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to talk about that.
Cool.
We're going to talk about Disney and Netflix.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about our most anticipated games still to come this year.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, what we're looking forward to. So, without any further ado, we're going to jump right in. Let's talk Tekken. Let's talk Tekken 7 specifically.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. So at Evo, which took place last weekend, be 2 weekends ago by the time y'all see this, but that's here nor there. Bandai Namco, who used to be Namco Bandai, announced that there was going to be a Season 2 for Tekken 7, which first and foremost, I was surprised by that.
I was too.
I didn't know that was coming. I was kind of hoping there was going to be more characters or something. Like it just seemed
It seemed very light, yeah.
But I was surprised that they were doing a Season 2. And in that announcement, they announced 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Williams, who was missing, clearly.
Right.
And Lei Wulong,
Definitely a favorite.
who was missing.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. And then they show, like, the 2 of them, 3 more slots with question marks.
Mm-hmm. And then the special...
A special question mark. And that last character is Negan from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Negan from The Walking Dead. Let's not talk about him yet. Let's save it a little bit. Are either of you fans of Anna? Does it matter to you at all that she's coming?
Not to me as much. I know from my understanding, she should have been there in the beginning.
I feel like she should have been there.
in the beginning.
She's an original character. Like, she's, she's
like,
a boss
saving her for this,
character.
like, y'all gonna do that much different with her to make her to have to be that
She fired a rocket.
Then no.
She hit somebody with a rocket.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
she should have been there for Jump, so.
I agree with that.
I'm happy she's here, but I'm not happy that she's one of the
DLC.
Yeah, one of the people taking up somebody else's potential slot. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing with Lei Wulong.
He should have been there in the beginning.
He should have been there again. So I'm not a fan that. All right, you're milking us at this point. Like, okay.
Okay.
Now Negan.
Negan.
I'm indifferent. Like, I don't get it, but I'm happy. But I feel the same way like about Geese Howard and Noctis. Like.
Geese Howard I'm okay with.
No, I'm not having a problem with him, but it's
okay
like you take him from Fatal Fury. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Okay, that was very random. Street Fighter
but
and
at least
Akuma
it's a fighting game already.
Yeah.
True,
right.
But like Akuma, okay, y'all did the Street Fighter crossover thing. Akuma makes
you owe us a game.
Yeah, so you going
it makes
you owe
more
us a
sense.
game.
Now Noctis was okay. That's
Japan.
That's kind of random, but okay.
Japan.
I mean, just Japan.
Yeah, that's where you go with it. Just Japan.
Japan.
Okay. All right, cool. But like that was kind of
unexpected, but cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And now Negan, like
far left.
It just keeps going further. It just keeps going
because
further.
initially you would think, and we've had this conversation. But I didn't really think this. I don't think The Walking Dead is really big in Japan. I mean, granted, I'm sure there's some fans there, but
it wasn't from what I seen.
Yeah, but you know what? Look, and it might not be, but at some point, right? I think it's important to acknowledge that you have fans all over the world,
yeah.
Right? So even if it's not big in Japan, it's big in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's big here in the U.S.
That is
and
fine.
you make a lot of money off of us. And like, if you're going to announce that you're putting a character like Negan in it, you do it in the USA, in Las Vegas, at Evo.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it was funny is when they made the announcement, they were actually doing the marathon for Walking Dead Season 8. So I thought that was like perfect to do it.
Right.
I'm just confused at Negan and his placement.
Hey, I'm perfectly fine. Someone will get this Lucille ass with me.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Yeah.
Oh Lord, yes.
I mean, look, my man can have a bat if Gunjack can fight in the joint. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
they got Noctis pulling blades out of everywhere.
yeah,
Yep. Oh,
there's
it
a bear
And a panda.
and a panda
And a raptor.
and there isn't. But will there be? So do you think that we're gonna get our good friend the kangaroo and the raptor?
Oh,
Roger,
yeah.
Roger and Alex.
Roger and Alex.
They'll
Are
come.
they one of the three?
Missing
Same
one.
way I feel like the other ones. They should have been in there. So no, I don't want to see them in there.
But do you
But you
think
think
that's
they're
who it's
gonna
gonna be? That's what I'm saying.
I think
Those
at least
three
one of
characters.
them.
You know?
I think at least one of them.
Okay.
I
so,
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But that's not my
Michelle's
pick.
not in there. Gandryu's not in there. Yo, bring back Gandryu, yo. Like that.
No, I need Michelle.
Sure,
I need
but
Michelle.
but they go together though.
I know because they have Julie. I know. Yeah, I know. But like Michelle was my favorite female character in the joint.
Right, I know.
Originally, you're right.
I
Yeah.
know.
So, but I wouldn't put it past them. I'm not surprised because they bring back Anna. They bring back Lei Wulong. Like I wouldn't be happy with it because I would still feel like they should have been in there from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm
But
not. I don't want to say I'm totally indifferent. I will say that like, there's a lot of characters in the game anyway already, and then we also got new characters that were not in the game in any of the games previously.
Right.
So we did get new characters, which I think is cool, right? And I do think that like, if you make a decision, I have to assume, and obviously I could be wrong, but I have to assume that like, when they were making the game, they came up with their story. They decided, okay, these are the characters we're gonna put in that are ones you know. These are characters that are gonna end up getting left out. Unfortunately, they're gonna end up on the cutting room floor or whatever, right? But we're gonna give these new characters. We're gonna put these new characters in, right? And then we're gonna have these DLC characters that come from outside or whatever. And then you end up getting that fans going, yo, where's so and so?
Such.
Where's so and so? Where's so and so? Right?
DLC.
And you decide, you know what? Because it feels to me like maybe that wasn't actually originally part of the plan. You know what I mean? That like, I mean, the game's been out 2 years.
2 years.
for a
Just
minute now.
like
For a
that.
minute, yeah. For a
I
minute.
mean, on console, but it was in arcades before that. I mean, we
Of
don't
course.
do arcades
Right.
here, right? But like, so the game's not new, and for them to now be saying I'm doing a season 2, I don't necessarily think it's something that was malicious. Like, we gonna hold these characters, cause like, who's gonna buy a season pass for Anna when you already have Nina? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I'm sure it's somebody's favorite character, but it's not enough to me to be like. So I just feel like maybe it was one of those things where they just decided people are asking for it.
Let's just go ahead and.
Why don't we? Let's do it. Let's add them in. You know, whatever, and you know, and let's give them Negan too. You know, whatever.
Hey.
So
do any of y'all have choices for who the shadows are? Like, are they like your choices?
I don't know. I'm hoping, like, just like you said, like, I don't want it to be some of the OG characters that should have been in there from the jump. I think that's just, it's milking, but I have a feeling it's going to be that.
Okay.
I feel like, just like you said, people ask for certain characters, you know, where such and such, and I think that's what it's going to be.
honestly, I think that makes the most sense. I don't think it would make sense to give you characters you don't know or you haven't heard of or that are brand new. Just like,
Unless you're going to add, like, a story DLC
Right.
to kind of break this person in, but.
unless they're all gonna be something like the way Negan is, which clearly, when you look at the way they have it set up, his question mark is totally different.
It was
Like,
totally
it's
separate
red.
from the rest of them. So
Yeah, it's
to make
separated
you
from
know
them,
that
so,
this is a total special guest character that's
Right.
so yeah, the other ones probably.
Well, I do think they're gonna drop the rest of the characters, but as far as like some random person like they've kind of given us so far, if not in season 2, they'll probably do a season 3. Who knows how popular it is and it gets bigger and all kind of stuff. I need them to put Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza in it. He fits perfectly more than everybody else. They didn't put that. Well, no, I ain't gonna say more than everybody else, but definitely the last 2, besides Noctis and Negan, he fits perfectly in it, and he should be in it. Yeah, y'all need to put him in and stop fake. He deserves it.
I mean, I could think of tons of people that need to be in it. Akira from Virtual Fighter need to be in the joint. Sarah or Pi. Okay, it's plenty of people that I just be like, yeah, just put them in there, and we, you know what I'm saying, we'd be good to go.
I guess Negan's gonna make the selection. They're gonna lay out all those characters to add in. He's gonna go down. And he's gonna take out the ones that not gonna make it.
Is that his super move?
That'll be messed up. If somehow maybe the finisher, all these characters show up, and you just start cracking skulls at everybody.
Tom gonna be here, little piggies. All right, Disney and Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So it was announced that Disney's deal with Netflix is going to come to an end after Ant-Man and the Wasp hits Netflix. Okay? So starting with Captain Marvel, all of the MCU films after that will all be part of
Disney's. The last Infinity War is not a part of that?
Captain Marvel comes before that.
You're right. Sorry.
So, Captain Marvel, starting with Captain Marvel, everything else MCU is going to be on Disney's streaming service. Okay?
Until their full contract runs out, then they're going to pull all their stuff off of Netflix and move it over there?
No.
I thought that was the original plan. Okay.
Nah, like the TV shows and so forth, as of right now, are staying.
Okay.
With Netflix. So, like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, even like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like those things are still going to be on Netflix. And they are, right now, trying to work out a deal to buy back the current and future movie rights for the Star Wars films from Turner Broadcasting. Because they have those right now. So as of right now, even those films won't be in the Disney streaming service, right? So here's what I need to know. We've had discussions about, WBDC having their streaming service, and us deciding that more than likely this is not something that would be worth it, right? So for Disney to really do this and pull it off, there are a couple things I want to know. First and foremost, what's the right price point? Not necessarily for you to buy in.
No. Where would it sit at?
But what's the right price point?
I would say it would be between. I think 10 is kind of where that price.
What would be outrageous? What would they have to announce? What would be the minimum amount that you'd be like, yo, no way, I'm not doing that?
Like $20.
$20 a month. $15 a month would be too much. You think?
Yep.
Okay. So $10 a month. 10 to 12.
10 to 12.
10 got me looking at the buy-in.
I feel like though, but with all the what Disney has inside of their vault and the things that they can pull out, I really think they're gonna try to push closer, maybe that 15 mark. So maybe where normally with Disney and some of their movies, they go in the vault, they release them ever so many years on physical. Maybe it comes like, oh, you're just gonna have to watch it here now.
It could be. So
something
on
like
that note, my second question is, what content needs to be included? They've already said there will be no R-rated content.
Right.
So they have nothing for me. So
what content needs to be included?
Just being honest.
If they're gonna do all the classics.
He's saying that, but he act like he don't like Star Wars or whatever.
Oh, I do like Star Wars.
No, I'm talking about Sin. I'm talking about Sin. Like he's saying nothing for me, but you like Star Wars. So
yeah, but the streaming thing doesn't.
They are.
Star Wars doesn't do it for you.
No. Streaming period. Like I'm in a different thing. Like it doesn't.
He say that, but again, one of the other things that they're doing is they're developing. Jon Favreau, as a matter of fact, is developing a Star Wars television show that will only be on that.
Yep.
And they talking about big budget, $100 million.
I was like,
and I'm gonna watch it as soon as it drops. But I ain't gonna watch it on Disney.
So you say, but nonetheless, that's not the point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The point is, no R-rated content. Because even if there was R-rated content, that doesn't mean that would be where he would watch it. That's what I'm saying. Right. That doesn't matter that you're saying that. Like, it's not about that. It's about what content do they have to make the service worth buying for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Their library. They have a massive. They have a massive. A lot of people are going to buy into it. Their library is strong. Just their family stuff is powerful. Their movies, their TV show, all that stuff. A lot of people are going to buy into it. I said $10 is the price point for it. For right now.
So what do you want to see?
So
you younger than I am, right? Mm-hmm. So Disney has shows that matter to you that don't matter at all.
And vice versa. Absolutely. So movie-wise, you know, a lot of the classic movies. So, I mean, I would hope they would take, you know, some Lion King, 101 Dalmatians, those type of movies to put on there for it.
Okay.
Now, granted, you know, some of those, you know, I have them, VHS, DVD, they're there. But it's like, I think that's one thing. I don't know if they would necessarily do anything from, like, the Disney XD side, you know, that they have, like, currently on. It's under the Disney bracket, but of course, Disney XD has its own app and stuff that it puts stuff on as well, too. Maybe some of the shows that don't air there anymore, that have completed their cycles.
So Disney Channel itself and Disney XD. And Freeform. And you know, there was ABC Family. There's ABC. Like, what about sports? Right? Disney owns ESPN,
They
right?
do,
so do you think in any way, shape, or form that, like, there might be something there?
Could
it be video games stuff, esports,
exactly
right? I mean, they're making a big push for esports.
Overwatch is huge. Like, Overwatch
they had an IGN
ESPN
show on Disney XD. You know what I mean? It was all about video games. Like,
that could be a segment on there for it. They have so much potential that they could put in there, but it's like,
if they announced the Proud Family,
you're in there.
You in there?
I'm in there.
Don't ask me if I'm in there. I'm asking you if you're in there.
Coop's in there.
Coop's in there.
Hell no, I'm not in
Proud
Family.
Coop's in there.
I'm in there. You know what I mean? All right. So okay. What do you think they have to do to make it viable? Like, so many people already have a streaming service.
Everything.
So, you know, like, are you dropping a streaming service?
I don't think you would drop a streaming. No, because it's like, if you're only, you know, if you're stuck inside of the Disney bubble, it's like there's tons of other stuff you're going. But I don't.
You have
think,
Netflix and Hulu.
I have both.
Would you add this?
I don't know.
You have Amazon Prime?
I have Prime.
Do you use it?
I actually do.
Okay. You have Netflix, right?
I don't need it, but I'm scared.
But you have it.
Yeah, but I have it. Yeah, but that's the only one.
It's cool. You have Netflix.
Netflix and Hulu.
You still have Hulu?
I still got my Hulu.
See how they got him? He got jump back on Hulu for the
Runaways.
Runaways. And it was like, Runaways ain't even good.
Runaways is over. Then they brought on my old show, Family Matters. I was like, oh, let me stick around.
Let me stay here for the family that matters.
Oh, man. It's the greater love of the family. Anyway. Yeah, I think that obviously Disney has a major plan here. And I think as long as they are smart about, like, the way that they pull in their Marvel shows, their Marvel animated shows, obviously the movies that they do, that even the ones that go straight to video. Camp Rocks and the High School Musicals and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's stuff that just people grew up with that, like, if you don't have access to it or you want it, like, now you're starting to get to a point where you're old enough to have your own disposable income.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, people might buy in. They might be trying to get that Shia LaBeouf, Even Stevens, Lizzie McGuire,
Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
That will drive a lot of folks there.
It can
Depends
happen.
on the price point and the content that they put on it. That's gonna be the deciding
No,
factor.
you're 100%
If people want to add a new streaming service, you know, to the lineup, like say with Netflix, Hulu.
I take a pick.
I mean, look, it could be, you know, even for like our parents' age, like original Mickey Mouse Club, like original Mickey Mouse Club. You know what I mean? Stuff could be there. Like, there's no way to know. They have so much.
Yep.
Yeah, until they roll out the plan and let us know what it is. Yeah, we don't. It's just all speculation right now.
Yeah. Speculating's fun, though.
It is. It's a wonderful thing.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to speculate a little bit more about these video games after we take this break. So we're going to take this break, and we're going to be right back.
Loading snacks.
What's going on, everybody? Sin here back at BlurCon 2018.
BlurCon!
And we got a snack bite for you.
Snack bite!
Yeah, so I found these in the store the other day. Rocky Road Trip Oreos. Something brand new.
Okay.
I figured bring it to the con. Let's find out.
Limited edition.
Limited edition, which means they won't be around for long.
I hope they're good.
I hope so too.
I hope they're good.
Time to get the little
We'll know in a minute.
There we go.
So while you opening that, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Maureen. I'm Mo Cosplay on Instagram.
Mo cosplay,
Next Gen Spider.
Next Gen Spider. These are Spider folks.
Yes, and I can say they smell delicious.
Do they smell
They
delicious?
smell delicious.
Do you like Rocky Road ice cream?
I never had it.
They smell good to me.
Never had Rocky Road ice cream. Never had it.
Me neither.
See, now I'm not so weird.
I think Rocky Road ice cream is weird. So. All right.
All right, let's see what this tastes like.
Okay,
All right,
it's like one
before
side.
it's an Oreo, so I gotta open it up.
Yep.
So they put so I guess it's chocolate filling on the inside, but they put
The like
marshmallows or
marshmallows
whatever
in the actual cookie.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's different for Oreo. All right. I say we just jump in.
I say so too. Let's knock it out.
1, 2, 3.
It's a lot of chocolate. Good though.
It is good.
I like it.
It's not too heavy.
It's a good one.
I think this gets the loaded snack seal of approval.
I agree.
It's an Oreo. You can eat Oreos and game, so it is a loading snack.
Right.
That's how we do. Yours is gone.
So she
clearly-
must like it. Would you like another?
Yours is gone? Okay. You know, there was an art to this. Like, you learn to take a bite, talk about it. Take a bite, talk about it.
Oh yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna make
I like
a milkshake with those.
That's what I'm thinking. Put them in a blender, little milk,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
mix it up. Unstoppable. Good with.
These are really good.
I'm not a coffee drinker, but I feel like it would be good with coffee.
I can see that.
Well, I mean, it is ice cream, right? It's an ice cream flavor. So that makes sense.
Yeah, like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, vanilla bean or something like that.
I'm a French vanilla kind of guy. So I think French vanilla, but yeah, I'm with it.
I think these are one of the best in a while.
Yeah, and of course, whenever it's really one of the really good ones, it's limited time.
Right, so we won't have it around for long. Good thing
Better
about
get
two
them
of
while you
these.
can. That's right.
Just be on the safe
Get them
side.
while you can.
But yeah, good one. Loading snacks approved. Go get it and try it. I think that's enough for right now. We're gonna walk around, probably share this with some people, and with that, we're out of here.
Loading snacks.
Welcome back, snackers and snackettes. Gentlemen,
Sir.
Yeah.
it's August already.
It is.
And that push for the final games of the year is coming. This is where the deluge begins. Madden is generally the beginning of that.
That's the
that
one.
rollout. What are we looking forward to?
Jesus, there's still a whole bunch of stuff coming out.
It is.
I'm trying to think of a couple.
Tomb Raider,
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man,
Oh yeah. Red Dead.
Red Dead, Call of Duty. You've been playing the beta, right?
I played the beta, and I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, all right. That's enough listening to you.
Hey.
Forsaken.
Destiny.
2.
Yep.
Code
Code Vein. Naruto.
Boruto to Naruto.
That drops into this month.
I'm actually also the Walking Dead game.
Overkill is joint.
Nah, dog. I'm just gonna tell you now.
Yeah.
I'm hearing really, really bad things about that.
Really?
Yeah. Like really bad things about that. Just go ahead and watch the show. That's not.
I'm going
Let's
back
just
to the
wait for
comments.
Dying Light 2. Let's just.
Dying Light 2.
We'll just wait for that. Did you play first Dying Light?
Some. A little
You
bit.
weak, bruh.
Little
You
bit.
weak. He weak.
A little bit.
He weak.
Yeah, I beat that joint. Beat it with a bat.
Lucille's back.
I beat that.
Only way to do it. Hey, like, that game, you
can.
practically beat it.
Yeah. What are you guys looking forward to the most, man? Like, of the stuff that's coming.
All right, so just like a top,
Red Dead is going to.
Red Dead's close to the top of the
All right,
list.
well, let's just start with that.
Yeah,
Red Dead, that's the easiest one. I know we're all excited about that.
very much so.
It's finally coming back after a long hiatus. I'm very much. I know we have the trailer. The gameplay trailer would have dropped because I believe it comes out tomorrow. August
right,
9th,
right.
Yeah.
So by the time y'all see this, it will have came out. So I'm looking forward to the actual gameplay trailer just to get a little bit more insight as to the new things they've changed and done with it, since the last one's come out. But it's Rockstar. They are solid. Truthfully, I don't need to see it. I've already bought it.
Yeah.
It's already on my pre-order thing. I've already paid for it. Digital download. I just gotta wait
for
it. I just gotta wait.
12 midnight to hit.
I'm so confident in what Rockstar does. I don't have to see anything to know that day I'm not going to work, and that's when me playing all day.
Good job, Rockstar.
Yeah. So, yeah. For me, Red Dead is one of my most highly anticipated games this year.
You think the online component is going to drop with it? You think there'll be an online component?
I
think so.
Okay.
I do.
Do you think it drops to day one, or you think there's going to be a gap like there was when 5 dropped?
I honestly want to say it's a coin toss. Like I wouldn't be surprised.
You think day one?
I think day one. I think it's going to be limited, but I think it's going to be day one. I just don't think we're going to get. You're going to get some. You don't think?
No, I don't think they are. Just sitting here and really thinking about it. I think one of the great things, even though I feel like they took the time to try to get stuff on, people have problems logging in. Like they had those problems when it first came, 2 weeks later after Grand Theft Auto 5 release.
But that's what I was gonna say.
But the online is so big and so popular, it's made them so much money.
No, you're right.
But they put in so much time and effort into the single player campaign with the story and their voice acting, all that kind of stuff.
All that stuff.
They want people to play and experience it. I think giving people 2 weeks to just enjoy the game, have it. I wouldn't be proud if they gave it a month.
I was going to say, I think a month.
Yeah, a month.
I think they're not going to want the online component to take away from the single player. I think
because they do phenomenal single player games, and if they drop it the same day as that, so many people won't ever touch a single player game. So,
which won't be bad for them if it's making them money.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it won't.
You know what I mean? You got to think about Call of Duty's like that.
That's how
and
it is
now. They're
going
on multiplayer, right? So, you're right. You make a good point. I think the same thing you think, but it could be the first day.
No, I think it's just not. It won't be a complete experience. It'll just give you, hey guys, look, we're gonna drop this multiplayer, this online capability, at day one. So at least, if you have your friends, you want to at least jump in and do if it's mini games or something like that.
They might do a beta.
A beta?
Yeah, I don't think Rockstar has any plans to leave the money that they're making in Grand Theft Auto Online on the floor.
No, not at all.
They're
definitely gonna do it. Yeah.
They're gonna continue to add more stuff to that. They're gonna continue to keep the people that are in there playing that happy because they're gonna people who want to drive cars and motorcycles and ain't gonna want to touch stagecoaches. But trust me, when they add the first bank heist, train robbery,
woo! I'm looking so forward to a train robbery. Problem. Oh my gosh.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Where are we in terms of anticipation? Not excitement, but anticipation for Shadow.
I didn't finish the last one, but for what I've played, enjoyed it. Most definitely enjoyed what I've played. I think I have maybe a few minutes. I've literally gotten close to the end. I just haven't had time.
No, you got time. You just playing something else. Don't say you don't have time. You just didn't finish it.
As far as all the holiday ones come out this year, if I had to pick my top 3, it's high. It might be in my top 5, but it's not my top 3.
Okay.
But I'm definitely anticipating. I've completed first and second one. I love them. I've enjoyed them. I like what they've done with Laura so far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her coming into this stage of becoming the Tomb Raider. We've grown with her in this element from her being so seeing her first kill somebody for the first time and all kind of stuff. And now from the trailer, she's yeah, I'm about this life.
This is fun. This is my life. I'm in this.
I'm Rambo with the camo and the mud trees on. Whatever get the job done. I'm looking forward to seeing what's happened between the elements between the last game where that finished at and where we're starting at here and seeing that progression. So, like I said, it's high on my list. Not one of my top 3 ones, but very, very high on my list. I'm looking forward to.
Spider-Man.
Oh yes. We're getting new consoles.
Yes.
We're getting new consoles.
Yes, that makes me smile. I'm actually more excited about the console than I am about the game. The game's not I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not impressed with what I'm seeing from the game. The game looks exactly like every other Spider-Man game that's come out since the Spider-Man 2 game. I'm not seeing anything that makes me feel like, oh my gosh, they're really doing something. Like, this doesn't feel like the way like Arkham Asylum did.
Or something.
You know what I'm saying? When it came out, like, that was like, wow, you can do a dope licensed superhero game if you do your own story, and you know what I mean? Like, this doesn't feel like that to me at all. And I'm not a big fan of Insomniac and what they do. Like, I recognize their pedigree, but I'm not a fan of really any of their games. Any of them. Like, I don't even, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, like,
And
I wanted to like, what's the joint they did for Xbox? The exclusive joint they did?
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset
Yeah,
Overdrive.
Overdrive.
I wanted to like it. I tried. I don't
couldn't
like
get
it.
with it.
It looks neat. It even feels okay, but it just doesn't, it didn't click.
Not your
It just
thing.
didn't click for whatever reason, right? And a lot of people liked it, and I was surprised so many people liked it, but a lot of people who liked it liked their other games. And they're like wacky gun combinations and stuff like that. Like
I said, I'm on the opposite of that. I like Sunset Overdrive, but I love Ratchet and Clank.
right.
You know what I mean? Like I own them all. I've beaten all of them. Like I have fun playing those games. I enjoy it.
I think they're terrible, bro.
I
It's
love their guns.
crazy.
They are so creative and so fun.
And that's cool. Like, but I love the guns in Saints Row. I love me the dubstep gun. I'm about it. You know what I mean? Like, but like,
that was Saints Row best gun ever.
yeah, like, I like,
Dubstep
you
Saints Row
know,
best gun ever.
but it's like it just, I don't know, man. Something about it just doesn't click, and I love what Spider-Man looks like. I like the inclusion of the new outfits and so forth, though I feel like they've already revealed them all.
Yeah, like
So
normally
it's like you don't necessarily know all the powers that you're gonna get with all of them, but they basically showed you all of them, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it.
Like
and
Spider-Man's
I'm
on my
gonna play the
top.
whole
Spider-Man's
thing.
in my top 10. I don't know exactly where. It's definitely the lower half of my top 10. But mainly because I do like Insomniac. I like their games, and sometimes you just want to come home from work and swing around the city.
You know,
And like, even if you're not like for some reason, I think in most of the Spider-Man games, that's like the most fun
one thing, just
and
roaming around.
relaxing
Yeah.
way. Flipping,
But
diving, diving through something, grabbing the orb and keep on moving.
combat looks repetitive. Like
It's
it
the
just
same.
looks like
It's
it's
the same.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
the
look
same.
like
Yeah.
and
Other
so-
than you get your little aerial jump in there, you kind of I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Soul Calibur.
Another fighting game.
Where are we? I'm amped for Soul Calibur.
I'm cool. I've always
I want
enjoyed
that
Soul
joint so
Calibur.
bad. I just love a good fighting game. I've always been a Soul Calibur fan. I love a good fighting game. Fighting games are kind of like that for me. Like sometimes you just want to come home, beat something up. You know what I'm saying? And then just like jump in, wreck a little bit, jump out. You know what I mean, or whatever. And you know, games like that. There's just a lot of nostalgia for me
Feel
with that
on that
kind of
for it.
stuff. So like when I think about the Soul Calibur series or the Tekken series or the Street Fighter series or whatever, like there's just something about the familiarity, the muscle memory or whatever that kicks in when you get when you get one of your favorite characters back and they have a couple new moves or whatever, but they look so dope now, you know what I mean? They just kind of up the ante a little bit. So I'm excited for it. It's coming home.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my top list, but it's in there.
It's coming there for it.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm excited about that one. That's one that's like, yeah.
Soul
give me
Calibur might be 5 on my list for me.
that. Okay.
Number five.
Like out of my top 5 ones, I'm looking for the
Top
comments.
10.
Like it's my favorite 3D fighter out of fighting games.
Yeah,
like I'm looking forward. Like I'm even looking forward. Like as much so as far as getting back into when we go to cons, playing in championships and stuff like that. Like I'm looking really, really forward to getting back in. Getting like a while ago, I jumped in like it was one of those retro achievements on like Game Pass, something like that. Jumped in to try to get one of those things.
Oh, Soul Calibur 2. John.
Yeah, exactly what it
Soul
was. Yeah, it's
Calibur
like
2
let me jump
HD.
in real quick. What I just got to beat arcade mode. Okay, grab Mitsurugi, and by the time I was done with the first match, it was like muscle memory,
yeah,
like you said. Yeah, like
back into
I'm like.
It feels good, right? It's like,
yeah, like it was all come back to the swivel. Like, hold up, did this still work? And I'm doing stuff like, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Hey, listen, just because it's on my mind, when do y'all think we get an Injustice 3?
Next year.
Summer 2019.
So you think you think we getting Injustice 3?
Wait, nope.
No,
Sorry, you said
that's-
Injustice. I'm thinking Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Yeah, I was
That's
about,
what
that's
I'm
what I was about to
saying.
say.
Sorry,
So-
sorry.
I'll say 2 years
Do
maybe
we get-
Injustice.
Do we get the Mortal Kombat 11?
Next year,
Next year.
So next year we get Mortal Kombat 11. When do you think they announce it?
E3.
E3.
Okay.
I think they're still eating off of Injustice 2 pretty well right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So you think they announce it at E3 and we get it at holiday?
I think we
holiday.
definitely get it next year.
Real talk. You don't think there's a possibility they announce it at Tokyo Game Show or at
There's
Gamescom? You don't think they could announce it at Gamescom or Paris Games Week this year? And that joint could drop like, because I think those games have always dropped in like the most recently they've been dropping in like March, May,
something like that.
somewhere in there, like spring. I think is when those games have hit.
That does feel right.
It's time.
It does feel right.
Because I was actually shocked that we didn't hear anything from
Yeah.
NBA 3.
Everyone was, because they actually issued like, hey, we're sorry we didn't have nothing there to.
What is you doing?
No, they have. There's obviously they have something in the pipeline. Like there's
They
something.
have
They said they
Yeah.
weren't ready.
Yeah.
It's just it's not ready. Like
Look, if they announce something at Gamescom or TGS, anything like that, of course I'm not gonna be mad. Like, heck yeah, let's go.
do this.
But we know they like to do a rollout of characters. Like at this event, we're gonna show you these new characters and stuff like that. I'm gonna stick with E3.
Okay.
Is when they announce it, and we get like 4 characters shown at E3. But the game will be out by holiday
Okay.
or something like that. If it comes out before, hey,
Sweet.
I'm great. I'm all for it.
Fallout 76.
I'm all on it.
cool for it.
Where's that sit?
That's
Top
in
10.
That's in my lower. That's in my top 10, but
Top
it's in the
10.
lower half.
Okay.
It's in my top 10.
Top 10.
Okay. What am I missing? What else?
Ones that y'all don't care about. I'm actually Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
I've been playing the beta, and I know if you had a single player story, I know you probably would jump in, play the single player campaign.
No.
Nope, and not even
No,
on that.
I wouldn't.
I'll just say
I might consider playing this for zombies, but that's it.
That's
I'm
about
not
it.
gonna pay them $60 for it.
I have enjoyed
No,
it.
just him talking. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Just remember,
It takes me like I like the Black Ops series, but I haven't been excited from playing the beta since something like Modern Warfare. So the back to the boots on the ground aspect of the game, I love it. So there's now the only thing I will say is they say boots to the ground. Now there is one instance where you can, depending on the character you pick, they have like a Batman grappling device.
Yeah. Nope. So what about Battlefield?
Nope.
That's
That's
the
where I
one?
was going with it.
That's
Yes,
the one.
I am actually looking forward to Battlefield.
My bad,
5.
bro.
Sorry.
I knew he was gonna do that. It's like,
No, I am actually looking forward to Battlefield 5. I'm gonna jump into it and try to really get into it this year, because I've been a Battlefield fan since it first came out on PC. If I have to pick between the two, I go Battlefield every time. I like the destruction. I like the vehicle options, the on the ground options. I like that stuff. I like the things they're talking about with this one. How they plan on going through like World War II, like from beginning to end, and doing like I guess however they're setting up like their seasons or whatever. Like you're playing like different stages as you're going out through the whole entire thing. I like that idea. It sounds like fun. So it's in the latter half of my top 10, but I'm looking forward to that.
Right.
Going forward. What about y'all?
I'm not a Battlefield fan.
Fair enough.
I'll play it.
Teach his own.
Like I bought the special edition Xbox, the green one, and it came with it. So I was like, hey, I got it. I'll play it. But I've never been a Battlefield fan.
Fair enough.
You be getting smoked.
No, it ain't.
Are you looking forward to it
Hitman.
all? Any? Battlefield? Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
You know, like I'm gonna play it. I have EA access.
Gotcha.
Same.
I'm gonna play it.
I'm about to get
I'm
your
more
10 hours
interested
in.
in
Get your 10 hours in.
Yeah, I'm more interested in long shot on Madden than I am in that.
Okay.
That's actually not bad.
Hitman. I'm amped for.
Yeah.
I'm amped for Hitman.
I'm with you on that one.
I'm so ready. They got the 2-player sniper mode, bruh.
Ooh.
I'm ready. You understand me? It's gonna be a thing. Look, there's a lot coming.
There's still a lot
This
coming.
is
I actually do have one question. So we've been talking about things that we're excited
limited
for.
on time.
Does anybody have a number one?
Nah.
That this holiday season looking
This,
forward to
this
like what's on?
Spider-Man PS4 Pro.
Red
Yeah.
Dead.
That's fair
The
enough.
Pro.
Red
Red
Dead
Dead is the most. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
you?
it'll probably
Really?
be the Red Dead that's in
Playing
there
it for
for.
5 years.
Okay. Well, no, I
Like-
was gonna ask because Red Dead is my number 2. And
What's your number one?
the One Piece.
I-
that joint.
I
yeah,
knew.
One Piece joint.
I knew. I kind of figured that's what.
No,
Done My Hero.
My Hero drops too.
no, I'm not looking for that. a little
The
bit.
thing with it is, it's like
we've
it
had
looks
we've
like
had that discussion.
it just looks like the typical.
It's a carbon copy of other
Naruto.
joints like that. When it comes out, like they're trying to find like their lane
Where
for
they
right
wanna
now.
put this
But
at.
right now, they're using that same blueprint
Stunning.
that a lot of those anime games use. So for right now, not interested. But One Piece World Seeker is my number 1. But Red Dead
dig
is
it.
definitely number 2. Yeah.
Listen, you all let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to game-wise. What is it going to take for you to decide that you're going to plunk down your money to dive into Disney's streaming service? While you're anticipating those things and dropping comments, make sure you hit the ding-a-ling bell, like, share, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. That helps us keep doing what we're doing. And while you're doing that, make sure you're following us as a whole at Loading Snacks. I'm at Empty Shells. That's at New Joker 89. That right there is at Sincere 619. Coops Concessions and at Creative_71 for all your multimedia needs. With that, we're gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give my man the bell, you know what I mean?
Loading snacks.